And hello, all my fellow nerds out there. This is Orgone Richie, and welcome back once again to Doki Doki Literature Club Blue Skies. So today we're going to be continuing the Natsuki route. So, anyways, come again. The customer walks out with their purchase. Honestly, as overwhelming as my first couple hours were, I think I'm adapting pretty quickly. The owner even left me to stock shelves while he checked some of the stuff in the office. He showed me how to process orders and handle cash and card payments and rotate and stock shelves. It's crazy how much we covered in only an hour or so. I'm starting to think this old guy is kind of a genius. Only Natsuki can see me. I still haven't talked to her since she left yesterday. She hasn't responded to my texts or even read them. But maybe we do need to take some time to think. If it shook me up so much, I can't imagine how she's feeling. As much as it pains me to say it, she's right. We need to learn to trust each other. I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss her right now, though. The customer walking in draws me to my thoughts. Jeez, he must be a bodybuilder. He's massive. Welcome. How may I serve you today? Larchman simply shrugs and grabs some protein bars from the shelf. He says nothing, just places the cash on the counter before walking out. After counting it up, it comes to exact cash. Well, that was rude. I sighed, going back to my work. At least I would, but something pink catches my eye outside the store. Natsuki? I'd know that hairstyle anywhere. I come up from behind the counter and quickly make my way over to the door. That's her, all right. She wants to check up on me on my first day. I can't see her anymore. Typical. She must have bolted the moment I saw her. She can move pretty quickly when she wants to. I just hope she's not in trouble again. As much as I wish she had stayed, I don't want to push the issue. It's enough to know that she's come to see me. That's a good sign, right? It helps that it hasn't been too busy today. Not that I know what busy is. Huh, there's a thought. I wonder what would happen if it got busy. I would come to regret these words. As every retail worker knows, and as I would soon find out, you have nothing to fear but a gigantic rush. Honestly, that kind of makes sense now that I think about it. So, when will you be home? Sometime in early March. The conference ends before that, but I still have to travel back home. International flights take forever. At least you get a frequent flyer miles, right? Yeah, one of the few upsides. Oh, before I forget, how did your first day go? It went pretty well. The boss really seems to like me. Well, I hope you know I'm very proud of you, even if it's only 2 or 3 hours a week on a Sunday. I'll give you a valuable life experience. Yeah, it was great. I learned how to sort cash, stock shelves, and rotate stock. He even left me on my own for half an hour. I could practically hear my mom smile from the other end of the line. Then he's got a great deal of faith in you. If you prove yourself, you might even have a decent job after you finish school, if not an excellent reference. I wish you luck. Here's hoping your next shift goes as well as your first. Thanks, Mom. Alright, sweetie, my cab is here. I'll talk to you soon. Love you. Love you too, Mom. See ya. Click. Oh, that took longer than I expected. When my mom was last home, we both made an agreement. Every Saturday, we would call each other and just talk about life for like half an hour. It's worked out really good so far. It's the closest I've been to my mother ever since the divorce. On an emotional level, physically, she's in Europe. Anyway, we talked for almost 2 hours today. She had to get up early to help set up a meeting with a buyer. They're gonna go to brunch. Speaking of which, I've been craving pancakes for the last 2 hours. We're craving, especially considering it's almost 9 on a Saturday night. Guess it was all that brunch talk that Mom was doing. Regardless, I'm hungry. After rummaging around the cabinets, I managed to find some leftover pancake mix. Perfect. What the? Is someone at my door? It's a Saturday night. Who could this possibly be? I walk over to the door and open it. Oh, Jesus Christ! What happened to her? Jesus. What the fuck? I haven't heard from Natsuki in 2 days ever since she told me she needed some time, and now... Natsuki, what happened to you? Before she can even put together a full sentence, she falls to her knees crying. I kneel down and give her a hug. No! She pushes me away, causing me to fall back. Ow! I proud myself up and look back at her, confused to the end. No end. Once again, she starts crying. Do you want to come inside? Without looking up at me, she nods her head yes. I slowly extend my hand out to her, which she hesitantly takes and stands up. It's here that I get a good look at her and what she sends waves of anger and fear shooting through me. The bruised eye, the blood leaking from her nose, the scrapes on her face. I walk her to the living room, where she takes a seat on the couch. I'm gonna go get you some water and a clean towel, okay? She nods her head, all the while facing away from me. Biting my lip, I suppress the feeling welling up inside me to pull her close. My body feels like it's in a state of numbness and shock as I meander through the kitchen. What? How did this happen? I know I have to be careful around Natsuki, but my god, seeing her like this? Here. I hand her a towel and a glass. She placed the water on the table and wipes the face with the towel. Thanks. I sit down next to her. She stops bawling, but she's still sniffling and her face is a mess of tears. When she's done, she puts the towel on the table and grabs a glass. I sit next to her awkwardly as she drinks the entire glass in one gulp. What are you supposed to say in a situation like this? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay now. It still hurts though. Your, eye? She nods. Do you want ice? She nods. Alright, I'll, be right back. Oh, that was literally fast. That was literally just a second. Here, take this. Natsuki quickly snatches it and holds up to her eye. Thanks. Are you okay to talk? Natsuki clenches her fist in anger, but then she takes a deep breath and relaxes. I'm sorry. For? Lying to you. Her voice starts to crack as tears well up in her eyes. Hey, you don't have to talk if you don't want to. No, you deserve to know. You know how I said my parents got a divorce? Yeah? They didn't. Richie, my mom is dead. What? Oh. Natsuki, I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. She died in a car crash when I was 13. My dad, he couldn't handle it. They ran the shop together. We all did. Money was always a bit tight, but it got so much worse after Mom. Dad was so stressed out, so he started drinking again. He's so mean now, always yelling and stuff. He wasn't always like this. Okay, so you and your dad are in a tough spot. I get that, and I'm sorry. Did he do this to you? Natsuki averts her eyes. It's obvious she doesn't want to answer the question, but she still nods her head. That's why she hasn't been wanting to do anything physical. Jeez, Natsuki, I'm so sorry. Maybe we should call the police. No! Do not call the police! Oh, hey, calm down. No, I don't care. Never say that again. But Natsuki, you're in danger. If you even think about calling, I'll break up with you on the spot. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Just don't call the cops. He's a good person, I swear. This is just a one-time thing, I promise. Let's just leave it behind us, okay? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure if you're being abused, you call the freaking police, okay? Like, there's more than enough evidence to, like, and what's what we're looking for to prosecute him for it. Like, seriously. I'm gonna say this, like, as serious as possible. If you're in an abusive, like, state in home or at school or anywhere, just tell an authority figure, all right? Tell them. They will handle it. Even though it doesn't seem like it, they will handle it. And sure, most of the time you probably won't get that kind of person who can handle something like that. But more often than not, you will get someone who can handle something like that. Oh my god, this is gonna be a very heavy episode, isn't it? Natsuki, Richie, it's gonna be even harder if we get the police involved. There's enough going on as it is. I sigh. If you insist. Natsuki breathes a sigh of relief. Thank you. I'm assuming you don't want to go back home. I really should. Natsuki. But I doubt he'll care if I come back tonight. I don't want to go back either. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can have my bed. I'll take the couch. No, it's fine. I'll take the couch. You sure? Yes, it's your bed anyway. Alright, it's your decision. There's food in the kitchen if you want. Is there anything else you need? I'm good. Alright. I'll see you in the morning. Night. Night. I walked back up to my room. Jeez. This day really took a turn out of nowhere. I would have comforted Natsuki more, but I just don't know what to say. Well, I doubt many people in my situation would know what to say. Besides, it didn't seem like she wanted to meet me around. Can't really blame her for that, though. I never would have thought it was this bad. Looking back on it, though, it's obvious. No duh, she doesn't want to get physical. Her dad beats her for God's sake. I'm still having a hard time wrapping my head around that. I just can't believe it's true. It seems so strange, weird, outlandish even. Even though you hear about this stuff happening on the news, you would never think it would happen to someone you actually know. But it's actually happening. What exactly am I supposed to do? I honestly thought that going to the police was the best option. I mean, it is the best option. Hello, don't be stupid. But that only pissed off Natsuki. Why does she not want help? I don't get it. I don't get any of this. Ugh, I need sleep. Jesus. Excuse me, Sensei? Ah, Richie, how are you doing? I'm alright. You sure? You don't sound alright. Well, I'm mostly alright. Something wrong? It's just high school stuff. Ah, I see. Here, sit down. I've got a period off. Let's talk about this. Let's talk this out. Yeah, sure. Sounds great. Sakurai sits back down into his seat, and I take a seat adjacent from him. He reaches into his desk and pulls out a soda can. You keep soda in your desk? Lucky. Indeed. We both laugh at Sakurai's quip. So, what's been bothering you? Well, now that I think about it, it might be a bit, personal? Yeah. Well, only share what you're comfortable sharing. Alright. It's just relationship problems. Alright, high school relationships. Oh boy. Yeah, I know. It's interesting. That's one word for it. I've been in my fair share of relationships though, especially in high school. Granted, they all failed miserably, but that's beside the point. If you want my honest advice, it's that communication is key. If you have problems with a relationship, tell her that. Won't she just get pissed at me? Well, no, not if you say the right thing. Doesn't that apply to like everything about relationships? Yes, that is true. Well, if you really have problems, then say something. I don't really know if I should say something though. She's in a bit of a tough spot right now and... Oh, okay. I think I get what you're saying. You don't have to keep going if you don't want to. I nod my head. I'm not gonna push you any more than I already have. But as a teacher and adult, I'll say this. If push comes to shove, Richie, go to an adult. I know how basic and stupid that sounds. Trust me. But you're only a kid. I don't think you can handle everything on your own. I was just like you. Thought I didn't need any help at all, and that I could handle everything on my own. I learned the hard way that wasn't true. Really? Yes, really. High school hasn't changed much, except how they pay the teachers even less. Oh, that is way too close to home. Well, I mean, look around. The school is kind of cheap. It's a public school. Of course it is. It's nicer than where I went. Really, where'd you go? I went to a private school, believe it or not. Never liked the teachers, to be honest. That's part of the reason. That's part of why I became a teacher. I wanted to be the opposite of what my teachers were. Sorry for going off a tangent like that. Guess it just slipped out. Nah, it's all right. I'm glad. I'm glad you became a teacher, though. You're one of my favorites, to be honest. Thanks, Richie. Don't tell anyone this, but you're one of my favorite students. Aha! Teachers do have favorite students. No duh. Despite what we all say, all do have our favorites. And least favorites. Like, that's not for you to know, mister. What time is it? 2 minutes till... Hell, I've got another student coming in for help halfway through this period. We should probably get back to lunch. Yeah, probably. Alright, well, have a good weekend, Sensei. You too, Richie. Remember what we talked about. And do your homework. Fine. I love that guy. He's like an actual human being who you can talk to. A rare sight in this school. As I turn away and walk towards the doorway, a familiar face comes around the corner. Hey, Richie. What's up, Shiori? Going to a teacher, and you are? Going to lunch. Oh, with that pink-haired girl, huh? That's the one. Is she your girlfriend? Yep. Wow, really? Yeah, is that surprising? A little bit, yeah. Hey, just messing with you. Good for you, though. I can't get a guy for the life of me. If it makes you feel any better, I have no idea how Natsuki fell for me. Maybe it's just luck, you know? Something like that. Anyway, I've got to get going, so I'll see you around. Bye! Whew. Alright. It's Wednesday. Finally! Today's the day when Mom gets back. I don't even know how long it's been since she was last here. Let's see. She came back around Christmas when I was when I started dating Natsuki. She left like mid-January, and the day Natsuki started shoplifting. Considering it's the start of March, I'd say it's about 2 months. That's longer than she's usually gone. Mostly she's out on trips for like a month tops. Excluding the trip she went before I joined the literature club, of course. A lot has happened since then, hasn't it? The festival, Halloween, Christmas, my first kiss. That's a lot of stuff. The festival feels like ages ago, to be honest. Jeez, what a day that was. And when there's... And then there's what's been happening more recently with Natsuki's revelation. It's been a few days, but it's strange. Although we've still been talking like normal, I feel like there's been a bit of a wedge since that night. She hasn't said much, and a bit of the makeup helps hide her bruises for school, but... How do I act around her? Do I pretend like nothing happened? Or should I be trying to fix a problem? She said she was a one-off thing, but is that really the case? The more I think about it, the more my head hurts. I want to trust Natsuki's judgment, but how can I if I know that she's been suffering and hiding it? What can I even do to help? Should I get some advice? Even though I know telling someone would be going behind Natsuki's back? Even if I did, how would that help? Who would I talk to? My swirling emotions being in a spiral, I'm suddenly brought out by the depths of my mind by a familiar voice. Richie, you okay? Huh? Oh, sorry, Sayori. I was just thinking about stuff. Oh, alright. You sure you're okay? You look like you have a lot in your mind. I guess you could say that. You don't know the half of it, Sayori. It's nothing though, just some stuff I gotta deal with. Do you want any help? As much as I appreciate the offer, I really do. This is something I gotta work out on my own. Sorry. No, it's alright, I understand. I just don't like seeing you so down. What are you talking about? Well, I don't know, you just seem down today. I'm just a bit tired, that's all. Yeah, I haven't gotten much sleep since last week. Really sorry, if I had a genuine problem, I'd come to you. You mean it? I mean it. Ugh, I really hate lying to Sayori. But I can't afford her getting all mixed up in this. This isn't her burden to bear. Alright. Oh, by the way, when's your mom coming home? Today, actually. Really? Awesome! Can I say hi to her? She's the best. Sure thing. Once the club's over, we can walk home together. Just like old times, eh? That sounds like fun! When does club end anyway? Quickly glance at the clock. About 5 minutes. Can't we just leave now then? Monica wouldn't care. Alright, if you say so. Sarah and I pack up our stuff and head for the door. Bye, Monica. We're heading home early so I can say hi to Richie's mom. That's... Never mind. Have fun, you two. Everyone else can head home too. It's about that time anyway. Wait, Richie, are we still on for tonight? Yep, see you at 5. Cool, see ya. It looks like Natsuki wants to say something, but she just shakes her head and waves us goodbye. What was that about Natsuki? Oh, nothing. My mom wanted to meet her, so we're having dinner tonight. Oh, really? Yeah, it's gonna be so awkward. Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Your mom is so sweet. You have nothing to worry about. Yeah, you see, Mom has a tendency to embarrass me. Remember our elementary school graduation? Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. I guess you have a point. See what I mean? Anyway, we're here. Yeah, I hope so. Mom, you here? In the kitchen, sweetie. Mom. Hey, Richie. I walk over and give her a big hug. And Sayori, I haven't seen you in ages, sweetheart. Hey, I know. It's been so long. How have you been? Oh, I've been alright. You know how work is. How about you? Oh, I'm okay. School has been going well too. That's good to hear. You're always a smart one out of you two. Mom points to Sayori and I. Hey! You haven't changed a bit, Sayori. I'm glad to see you two are still friends, especially after all this time. Yeah, we're all good, right, Sayori? I put my head on her shoulder. My hand on her shoulder. Yep. That's good to hear. So what brings you here, Sayori? Oh, I just wanted to stop by and say hi. I've got to go do homework. But it was nice to see you again. It was nice to see you too, honey. Take care. So, I'll try. Sayori headed out the door and Mom and I are left alone. She's a sweetheart. Yeah, she really is. I'm honestly kind of surprised you two aren't dating. What? Why? Well, you two seem perfect for each other. I mean, I'll always love Sayori, don't get me wrong, but she's always been a friend to me, and I'm alright with just leaving it at that. Besides, I have a girlfriend anyway, who I get to meet tonight. Yep. Don't embarrass me, please. No promises. I grumble something under my breath. Ring! Oh crap, she's already here. Don't worry, Richie, I'll set the table. You go let her in. Alright, if you say so. I walk to the door and open it up. Hey! Hey there. I step out of the doorway so Natsuki can come inside. Is there anything I need to know before I meet your mom? Nah, she's pretty normal. She will try her best to embarrass me, though. Really? Oh, this'll be fun. Yeah. Why, hello. You must be Natsuki. Mama stretches her hand. Hi, Oka-san. Oka-san. Nice to meet you. Natsuki takes her hand and shakes it. I've heard so much about you from Richie. Really? Natsuki turns to look at me. Like what exactly? Well, I've heard great things about your cooking skills. Richie said you were great. You were what got him. Richie said you were what got him into cooking. Yeah, I'm good in the kitchen. I've loved cooking ever since I was young. Really? That's pretty interesting. Mom points at me. I only got into cooking after this one was born. His father couldn't cook for the life of him. Natsuki giggles. My dad's the same way. My mom did all the cooking. Here, let's sit down and chat. Richie, would you be a dear and finish up dinner and get me a glass of water? No problem. Want anything to drink, Natsuki? Water's good. Gotcha. While Mom and Natsuki move to the living room and carry on with their conversation, I finish up with dinner and grab Mom's glass of water. Ooh, this looks good. Shrimp tempura with carrots and sweet peas? Yep, seasoned with soy sauce and ginger. Do you have any tensuyu sauce? Who doesn't? Crazy people, that's who. Here's your sauce. Thanks. After a healthy slathering of tetsuyu sauce, we all began eating. There's a small period of awkward silence before Mom finally strikes up conversation. So, how long have you two been together exactly? I look at Natsuki, and she looks back at me with an equally confused look. Around 2.5 months, maybe? That's how long we've been officially dating. Yeah, we've been hanging out consistently since the festival. I nod my head. Well, it sounds like a match made in heaven. Especially considering how you both like manga. You told her that? That's kinda how we met, so yeah, it came up in conversation. Natsuki jokingly pouts, causing Mom and I to laugh. You two are so funny. You guys met in the literature club, correct? Yep. Siri invited him, I think. Actually, I think I asked her if I could join. I don't really remember, it was a while ago. Regardless, we just sort of got along with each other. Yeah. You were the only one with good poetry. Mom giggles. What? What? Sorry, I just still can't imagine Richie as a poet. Hey. Natsuki and Mom laugh at me. You'd actually be surprised. Richie's poetry isn't half bad. Really? Well, yeah, compared to everyone else in the club. Speaking of which, how many people are in the club exactly? I know about you and Sayori and someone named Monica? Oh right, Monica. She's the president of the club. She's alright, we argue sometimes, but when she's not forcing us to do stuff, we get along. And then there's Yuri. Oh boy. Uh-oh, sounds like there's some drama. Most definitely. Natsuki and Yuri do not get along. Well, she's just so pretentious about her poetry. I put my hands up. Alright, I'm not getting back into this. Mom laughs as she shakes her head. High schoolers. Just wait until you get into the real world. You would not believe the stuff I have to deal with while I'm on business trips. Really? Like what? Oh, here we go. Thanks for having me over. I had fun. Of course, Natsuki. It was nice to meet you. You too. I'll see you later, Richie. Yeah, catch you later, Nat. Natsuki waves one last goodbye and heads off. She's a real sweetheart, isn't she? Yeah, she is. Have you said you love her yet? What? No, of course not. Well, do you? I nod my head. I just don't think now's a good time. Why not? Alright, don't tell Natsuki I told you this, but essentially Natsuki has home problems. Like, sometimes her dad can't afford to feed her kind of problems. Oh dear. Did she tell you this? Yeah, a while back. I've been trying my best to help her in any way I can. Buying her dinner and lunch, you know, stuff like that. Aw, that's so sweet, Richie. But this seems pretty serious. Do you think we should maybe call someone? What? No, it's not that bad. She's just in a tough spot, that's all. I see. Mom raised an eyebrow before finally taking a deep breath. Regardless, I'm glad to see you're being a good person. Makes me feel like I did an alright job as a parent. You're a great parent, Mom, don't worry. Mom chuckles and runs her hand through my hair. She sighs. I just wish I could be home more. I feel bad for your going through high school all alone. Don't feel bad though. I can handle myself just fine. I know. You're almost an adult. But I can't help feeling like I'm missing out on part of your childhood. Well, adulthood, almost. This is just the hand we've been dealt, right? Besides, I'm going to college soon. This is good practice, eh? You do have a point. Here. Mom reaches into her pocket and pulls out her wallet. Take this. It's for when I have to leave again. She hands me a large amount of bills that I quickly count them all. 25,000 yen? That's awesome. Hey, don't get any ideas, mister. That's for groceries. Spend it wisely. Alright. Good. She yawns. My, I'm tired. Your girlfriend can talk a lot, can't she? Yeah, but only if she likes you, which I'm pretty sure she does. That's good for her. That's good to hear. I'm gonna turn in, sweetheart. Have a good night. Thanks, you too. She starts for the second floor, but stops when she reaches the staircase. One more thing, yeah? Save a little of that for Natsuki. She flashes a slight smile before walking upstairs, leaving me alone with my thoughts. Save a little money for Natsuki. I mean, I do already have a job, but technically I got this job for Natsuki. it's not like it's for the wrong reason though. After I saw what happened to her that day. Well, now I know for sure that she is in a terrible situation. So if I could do this much to save her the stress of paying back for the shoplifting snacks, it's worth it to me. Plus, I've already paid my boss back by now, so I'm just earning extra pocket money for myself at this point. The question is, do I want to go even further and try to totally support Natsuki financially? I'm sure her family would appreciate the extra 25,000 yen, but that'd mean working more hours and potentially quitting the literature club. I'd have to say goodbye to hang out with Natsuki and the others all the time. Jeez, it's a tough decision. Either I keep spending time with my friends and just support Natsuki as an old boyfriend, or I basically throw away my entire social life for her. I mean, I know I love her, but is it worth it? Either way, it's probably not a decision to make lightly. I'll sleep on it, I suppose. Yeah, that was never going to work. Sitting up, I glance at the dark room. There's no mystery as to why I can't sleep. I can't get the image of Natsuki out of my head. She asked me to ignore it, but can I really do that? Even if it was just a one-time thing, can I honestly stand by when she's in pain? I sit and think to myself for a while, pondering the options that lie before me. I don't want to hurt Natsuki, but can I really allow her to get hurt? What third option is there? How can anyone walk away from this? I instinctively reach my hand to my throat before realizing how dehydrated I am. Shaking my head, I slowly stand up. Reaching for my phone at my nightstand, I turn it on. The time it reads 1:17. It's not like I could get help with this either. She'd kill me if I told anyone. Or would she? If I'm discreet about it, asking for advice without letting on what's actually going on? I could ask Sakurai for help again, but I don't really think it can wait until morning anyway. Sitting back down, I open my contacts and send a simple message. Are you free before school tomorrow? Not expecting a response, I put my phone back and grab a glass of water from the kitchen. Wait, what just happened? Okay, sorry about that. My avatar was not changing to what I wanted it to. Trudging back up the stairs, it feels like a nightmare. With each step, I take feeling heavier than the last. My eyes are struggling to stay open. Maybe I'll get some sleep this time, huh? As I crawl back into bed, I notice blinking on my phone and reach over to it. A reply already? Sure, who do you want to meet? Oh, Monica! Monica's gonna help us. Ooh, okay, so this could work very nicely. Still rubbing the sleep from my eyes, I quickly make my way out the door, and I'm already running a little late, but it's too early for me to care all that much. I throw on my uniform and left without breakfast, so I need to work something out on the way to school. However, it's not as if it's not as if I didn't have a good reason. For a moment, though, I paused to look at Sayori's house. I smiled, thinking of how she's still in bed right now, hopefully sleeping like a baby. Sorry, Sayori, guess I'll have to see you at school. My apologies spoken to nothing but the chilly morning air, I bring my thoughts back to the road. There's no time left to waste, so I break out into a jog, in all the likelihood that she's still waiting for me. Pull the door open and step into the air-conditioned, comfortable temperature of the cafe. Taking in a deep breath, I start to scan the room. As I stand by the door, I take a bit of time to wipe the small amount of sweat from my brow, fix my uniform, and calming my racing heart. It isn't often that I have to run like that, especially not in uniform. Taking aback by the sheer number of people in the little venue, I find myself a little anxious. Did she find a seat? Did she even bother to stay out after seeing it so full? After unnecessary scan the room, I take out my phone to see a message I missed. I'm down the back, near one of the booths. I saved a seat for you. Huh, what do you know? I had nothing to worry about after all. I walk carefully to the back of the cafe, trying not to bump into anyone to the best of my ability. It isn't exactly easy to weave through the crowd, and it makes me seriously wonder why so many people are here at all. They can't all be salarymen here for a morning cup of coffee, right? I'm surprised they're not more worried about being late for work. Eventually, though, I find myself facing the only person I could possibly see myself talking to about this. Hey Richie, I almost thought you weren't coming with how long you took. Sorry about that. I was running late. Considerate guy you are, eh? Huh? You know, calling me out and then being late for our meeting. This is why hate making mistakes in front of Monica. She's always so sarcastic. I can never tell if she's actually angry or just joking. Sorry. You're totally right to be mad. It's just that I've been kind of frazzled and on edge lately. Aren't we all? What's that? Nothing. So, what did you want to talk about? Monica, are you good? I'm just... Look, don't worry about it. We're here to talk about your problems, right? As much as I need to get things off my chest, I feel like I should check up on Monica too. After all, she's my friend too, not to mention, she might be less inclined to wave off my situation if I'm nice about it. Hey, it's not good to brush off everything that's on your mind. Plus, I'm your friend, aren't I? So feel free to talk about your problems too. Richie, if I want to talk about something, I'll talk about it. I'm not trying to hide anything, and you don't need to presume that I'm simply being shy about it. Frankly, I'd appreciate if you dial back on the hero complex. I blinked, taken aback by her response. Sorry if I came off that way. Suddenly it occurs to me just how wound up I am. I haven't even taken a seat yet. My mind churns as I slide into the chair. I can't mess things up now. No, that was a bit harsh. Sorry, I'm just tired. Although, I know that's not an excuse for snapping at you. Well, I don't blame you. You've always been busy with extracurriculars and stuff. That's alright. I mean, I kind of chose to join all those things. Anyway, never mind all that. Let's cut to the chase before we're late for school. What's up? I paused, knowing I would have to be careful with my next words. The last thing I want to do is hurt her by revealing I'm thinking about leaving the club. Especially someone who has been so supportive and friendly towards me for all this time. I'm considering leaving the club. Quick to follow up, I add. But not because I don't like it. I love the club. It's given me a chance to reconnect with Sayori and get closer to you, and meet Yuri and, well, Natsuki, of course. Monica pauses for a moment. It's hard to read her expression, although I notice that she's absent-mindedly picking at her fingernail. She closes her eyes and takes a breath before responding to my revelation. Is it me? Or Natsuki? Or was it the festival? The grimace crosses Monica's features. I finally breaking her poker face. Does she think that it's her fault I'm leaving? No, nothing like that. I'm actually asked you to come here because I need your advice. Monika's explanation seems to change it again. This time, a smirk flashes across her face for a moment, but as fast as it appears, it's gone. Well, you are a member of my club, so it's only natural that I help you out. You've been a little distant lately, so I've been concerned myself. I can't help but smile in her response to her half-sarcastic comment. That's how Monica is, I guess. I know we don't have much time before school, so I'll just start from the beginning. Natsuki's having some financial trouble, and I've got money to help her and her family out. And the only problem is, if I do, it'll force me to quit the club to get a part-time job to support myself. And I don't want to quit the club because that would separate me from all of you. But I can't stand by and do nothing. What will you do? What would you do? Monica listens to my explanation and seems to ponder it for a moment. I start to wonder whether I should have given more detail to help the explanation or less detail to protect Natsuki, but I can trust Monica. She's always supported all of us. She'd never do anything to hurt our friends. She's too good-hearted. It's the reason we respect her so much as the club leader. Looking back at Monica, I notice her still deep in thought. She's using her hands like a set of scales, and her lip is biting her lip. Am I the only person you could have asked about this? Yes. Why? Keep it that way. We don't want it going around that Natsuki is having issues in her home life. I know what that's like, and it's bad enough without her classmates knowing about it as well. Wait, she knows what that's like? Is she having trouble too? As I remember to ask, Monica continues. This isn't a decision should take lightly. You'll lose the club and the emotional support of it from its members. There isn't enough time in our breaks to really make that up, so don't expect to remain as close to the club. I went to that statement. Losing the friends I've made would be hard, even if it's only a temporary measure. On the other hand, there's no telling what will happen to Natsuki if you don't help her. I don't know the details, but if that's bad enough that you're coming to me, then I can make an educated guess. I nod slowly and look down at the table. I think your top priority is to help Natsuki, though. I know it must be really hard to leave the club, but if it makes you feel any better, it will probably be around next year as well. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, we don't have much time left, so we'll have to get going. But thank you for listening to me, at least. It helped me put things into perspective a little bit. I'm glad I could help. By all means, if you need any more advice or help, feel free to talk to me about this. Don't hesitate to reach out again, no matter what you decide. Anyway, I've got to attend to something quickly before school, so I'll catch you later, Richie. Yeah, see you in the club, Monica. Monica gets up, leaving me in my thoughts. It's high time I decide. Do I want to give Natsuki my savings at the expense of spending less time with her? Or working more and leaving my friends I've made? Or do I keep the money and try to help another way? Oh, donate the money, keep the money. I mean, there's good and bad in all of this, right? Because, like, I mean, I don't really know what to do with this, to be honest, because, because either way, we could probably get to a good ending at some point. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave this video here for now. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a